Welcome to Naturally Vita. I'm Avita and today is all about Eastern European cuisine. I've chosen a handful of my favorites to share with you today. First on the menu, Napoleon, Blini, and we'll serve it as an appetizer with caviar, 2 types of soup depending on which season you're in, a warm comforting borscht, and a cold soup called Okroshka. We'll also make pierogi and a Shuba salad. Napoleon is a beloved layered pastry dessert. To make the pastry, combine egg, vinegar, salt, water, and vodka. The vodka is optional but makes it flaky. In a food processor, combine flour and cold butter, pulse. Gently stream in your liquid mixture and combine until a dough forms. Once the dough has combined, roll it on a lightly floured work surface. Form 12 equal discs. Pierce it gently with a fork and add it to a parchment-lined baking sheet with an inverted cooling rack to prevent it from rising irregularly. Bake in a preheated oven set to 375 for 8 to 10 minutes or until golden and allowed to cool. Any off pieces added to a food processor to make a crumb. To form the custard, combine cornstarch and water, add sugar and 6 egg yolks. In a separate pot, combine flour and whole milk and heat. Gently stream in the warmed milk mixture and continue to gently cook until you form a custard. The custard will have thickened and become glossy. Once the custard has cooled, add plastic wrap to the surface to prevent a skin from forming and refrigerate. To assemble the cake, it'll be pastry, custard, and repeat. Add custard to the outside and add the crumb. This is optional, but you can decorate it with fresh berries that have been glazed with a sugar syrup. I like to use strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. You'll want to refrigerate the cake for a few hours, but preferably overnight to allow it to set. For blini and caviar, this recipe has been adapted so you can serve it as an appetizer. It's cooked on a cast iron for a few minutes and it's ready to serve. If you're making many, it's best to fill a piping bag with the creme fraiche so you can plate many very quickly. It'll be creme fraiche, caviar, and chives. The blini will be stable, easy to hold, and the combination is satisfying and delicious. Borscht is a comforting soup that gets its signature color from beets, although it shouldn't taste all like beets. Rather, it should be balanced and comforting. In a food processor fitted with a disc attachment on shred your carrots and your beets. This method is much simpler, quicker, and neater. This is called mise en place. It's where you prep your ingredients before cooking. I like to thinly slice some cabbage and finely chop onions. In a heavy bottom pot, add avocado oil and fry your onions. Fry your carrots and remove. Fry your beets and add vinegar. This preserves the color. Add tomato paste. It's optional but adds to the comfort. Red pepper or red pepper paste. Garlic. Your cabbage. And you can add water to create the soup and boil the potatoes in this soup for a thicker consistency, or boil your potatoes separately. If you boil it separately, your soup will be thinner as it won't have as much potato starch. Either way, add the potatoes, all the vegetables, and combine. And after you've added the water, allow it to simmer until fully cooked and the flavors are melded together. Serve with a generous dollop of sour cream, add some dill as garnish, and you can serve this the next day as well. For pierogi, it starts with buttery, fluffy mashed potatoes. You'll want to fry some onions for garnish, and the dough comes together in the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a dough hook attachment. The dough is soft and pillowy. After the dough has rested, roll it thin and use a cookie cutter to form the rounds. To fill the pierogi, you can pipe it for a more uniform and quick option, or spoon the potato filling on top of each round. You can customize the filling by adding bacon, cheese, sauerkraut, but I like it quite classic with just potatoes. Seal the pierogi firmly, and you can freeze for a meal at a later time as well. Bring a pot of water to boil. Add salt and boil for 10 to 15 minutes. After this time, the pierogi will float. Continue to cook for an additional 2 to 5 minutes, ensuring that the dough is fully cooked. Drain and serve with fried onions, butter, sour cream, chives, and dill. This meal is so comforting and delicious. All of the recipes can be found on naturallyavita.com. Okroshka is a delightful cold soup served to welcome spring or enjoyed during the summer. Start by fine dicing your vegetables like radishes, green onions, English cucumber, and fresh dill. You'll want to boil your eggs and your potatoes and have them small diced as well. Now for the soup base. It starts with high quality caviar, which is filled with probiotics, sour cream, lemon, salt, and water. Whisk to combine your soup base. When you're ready to serve, get your serving bowl and add in your fresh dill, green onions, eggs, radishes, potatoes. This is your lovely soup base that I'm adding water to, and I'm going to pour it on top of the vegetables. It's important to allow the soup to refrigerate for a few hours, like 3 to 6 hours, the longer the better. Before you serve, adjust the salt to taste and enjoy this chilled. Shuba is a salad and can be served as a cold appetizer. Start by boiling your potatoes, carrots, beets, and eggs. Combine with mayo and salt. Mix individually. In individual molds or on your serving platter, add herring that's pickled, your potatoes, carrots, egg, and beets. You can garnish it with dill and enjoy cold. The flavors are so balanced, it's comforting and delicious. Today you've learned how to make shuba along with all the rest.